So please confer with her as well. All right, everyone. They tell me it's Tuesday. Feels like it's a Wednesday, but it's not. It's going to be a great day. So everyone, please confer. Gabriel Martinez, if you can come forward, please. Hello. Hi, do you know, did you sign any paperwork for a contract for PTD? Do you know if you did that?
Yes, Your
All right, do you know when you completed that?
I'd say maybe 2 weeks ago.
Oh, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Okay, they're gonna double check too, but your attorney is currently across the hallway in a jury trial. So Ms. Ferguson, I need a PTD date.
I think he might wait to submit it. I don't know what happened. I know he's been very busy with the trial. I'm not working on it.
All right, we're gonna see, the state is gonna check before you go to make sure it's been accepted.
May 20th.
All right, so we're gonna give you a reset for May 20th. But before you leave, we're gonna make sure that it's been accepted, okay? Just have a seat and the court coordinator will give you a reset form.
Jen,
Thank you.
Yes,
I can answer your question.
yes.
Pretrial diversion accepted to program April 1st, 2025.
All right,
If the agreement sent to the defense the same day.
all right, thank you. All right, and thank you for addressing appropriate for court. The court coordinator is gonna give you a reset form. Let your attorney know the new date, okay? All right. And Mr. Martinez, your attorney, I don't know if they've started jury trial yet or not, but I know he's right across the hall. So if you want to see if he's there to give him that, you can, or either you can just call him. All right, have a good day. Sebastian Gonzalez. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, thank you for dressing appropriately for court. How old are you?
19.
All right,
He
so
looks young.
yes. Well, I mean, because he is young.
Yes, he is.
So what is happening with this case?
We're gonna work it out, I think, Judge. So if I can get a reset to have him start and hopefully complete a couple of the things that the state's asked him to do.
All right,
Just-
so,
Sorry, just as far as discovery that's been completed, tendered an offer for resolution to them that would take maybe 30 days to get.
okay.
Yes.
All right, so here's the thing. You're in adult felony court, and I'm telling you this for your own good. This nonsense that young people are doing, it will come back to bite you when you're trying to further your career and do other things. So you need to make sure that you stay on the straight and narrow. And if there are any friends that are out there who are pulling you away from the straight and narrow, they're not your friends because they should be wanting the best for you instead of having you come into felony court. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because you see the people in the box, those are people who are brought over from the jail. All right, so do better, okay? All right, so you want a 30-day reset?
You think, yes, please.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, I need a 30-day reset.
Thank you, Judge. May we excuse?
Oh, once we get the date.
Sure. Thank you.
All right, May 20th.
Yes.
Are you in school?
No, ma'am.
All right, what are you doing with your life?
I finally went to the Marines.
Okay. All right, well, I tell you
He's been
what,
accepted, Judge, and so if we can get this resolved, he was supposed to ship out and they didn't realize it until they checked again.
Mhm.
And then this warrant came up and so we have been desperately trying to get this worked out.
all right, let's go. Because he's going to the Marines. Let him go.
Yes, Judge, please.
If you just give everybody, could I just have a 2-week reset? Because I need some stuff from Ms. Headland to put in the file.
I
What do
will
you
have a
need?
letter to you and
Well, is the recruiter here?
I don't have him on the phone. I don't.
Can he zoom in?
I can
Would
call
he be
him on the
willing to
phone.
Zoom?
I can see if he could.
Will that help? I'm trying to get him
Okay.
to
that
his
would be so
military
awesome.
base. Because I don't want him, you know, I would always, whenever I was in school, I was like, I want to stay with my class, you know, the milestones with my class. So I'm trying to
Mhm.
let him do his milestones. And if you still can't do it, let me know. But I'm trying to.
The other thing too is he did voluntarily went to a rehab last August to September for 5 weeks in Wimberley. I asked him on the way over here, well, how did that go? And he said, well, I was in there with a lot of people that had heroin, cocaine
Mhm.
addiction. And he goes, and I was in there for a week. I go, but you see how they got there. And so he recognizes that. His grandmother has raised him. His family contacted me when they found out about this. He was, what's it called? MEPS? Is that
MEPS.
MEPS?
the
He was
military
on his
justice
way
process.
to be sent off. Were you going to San Diego or?
So I'm sending you
And
my-
then
Well,
they
they just
ran
see
it
it,
just
well,
to get him onto the.
You know, sometimes things happen.
Mhm.
San Diego, I think they just had a earthquake or
Yeah.
something.
Yes.
So you missed
There
that.
you go.
Hopefully everybody in San Diego is okay. Then this is what I want y'all to do. And if it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. I want you to get your recruiter on the phone so that the state can know that you have the recruiter. Because let me just tell you, do I think you're signing up and going to the military? Yes, because your attorney has told me so. But sometimes people will say, ooh, I'm going to the military. Then they don't. So get your recruiter on the phone. Let the state be a part of the conversation, and then y'all come back to me and maybe we can take care of this today. And you can be off in the military, and I'll send my prayers for you when you go into the military, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so let's do that, and then you guys come back and approach.
Amazing. Thank you.
All right, and remember my drug course that I just gave you.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. Hello, are you Sergeant Flores?
Good morning, ma'am. I am.
All right, so we're just here because Sebastian Gonzalez is stating that he is enlisting in the Marines. Is that true?
That is correct. He started the process already. But
All right, so
he
my
has his-
understanding is the only thing that is holding him back is this case. Is that correct?
that is correct.
I didn't hear you.
Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
All right, so state.
Yeah, well.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure this case is taken care of. It's going to be taken care of today so that he can complete his process with. I expect you all, because he's 19, y'all had better take care of him.
Yes, ma'am. We will.
Now, I know you all say that, but I've had people in the military, a lot of my family members, and then once you sign on the dotted line, your life is not your own. But make sure you get everything in writing. This is the contract attorney and me coming out.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything else you'll need from him?
No, ma'am. Just for him to continue being and doing what he's been doing so far. So same motivation, same enthusiasm, and same attitude.
All right, well, I can tell you one thing, you're gonna be in shape physically. So there you go. Maybe I should, do you have a program for me where I can just sign up just to get in shape? I really don't want to do it, but I'm just, looking to get in shape physically.
You're more than welcome to come to the office. We have a small gym, and we can create a workout plan for you.
He says that, and where are you located? See, I'm serious. See, he laughs now. He's like, I don't know about that.
Silas knows. He knows. He
She's-
knows where we're located.
She's not gonna push back from the table. All right. So we'll make sure that he has any dismissal form that you need so that he can take that to you. All right.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for zooming in. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys for your service.
Thank you, ma'am.
You have somebody hiding in the back over your shoulder.
I know.
Hi.
Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Flores.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
No worries.
All right.
Doing
Good
their
luck to
job
you.
Recruiting away.
Yes. Be safe. Okay.
Ma'am.
And I'll always keep you in my prayers. I always remember, people think I don't, but I remember everybody that comes before me. So be safe out there, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, they're gonna give me the they're gonna give me the dismissal. I'm gonna sign it. And
Get copies.
yes. All right, thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right, you're welcome. Who's here on Emilio Lopez?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Very good.
Hello, Mr. Lopez. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Counsel, where are we on discovery?
Judge, they have provided me discovery. I am in the presence of reviewing it. It's his first setting. I also spoke to the state. They need to confer with the victim in the case prior to making me an offer. And then we should be able to sign a discovery acknowledgement at the next setting, Your Honor.
All right.
Yes, I was just brought, this one signed CT and then we just brought to our attention this morning. It should be hanging on, so I need to have contact with the victim so we can make the appropriate offer we can.
All right. Ms. Ferguson, can you put this on May 20th? All right, we're going to come back on May 20th. And at that time, state an offer will be due.
Yes, that's fine.
All right. Once you sign the reset form, you excuse. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court.
I'm just real quick, I just want to
Yes.
verify that date because I think I'm okay
Okay.
on that date, but I have a jury trial that week. No, it's on the
All right.
22nd. I'm okay.
All right.
24th.
Thank you.
Thank
All right.
you.
Have a good one. Just have a seat and they'll bring the reset form to you. Court is calling 2020 CR 2212 State versus Victoria Castro Villarreal. Can I have parties announce?
Andrew Harris Edelman for the state.
Renee Munoz on behalf of the defendant.
And are you Ms. Villarreal?
Yes.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Victoria Castro Villarreal who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2020 CR 2212 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4 to 200 grams on July 2nd, 2020 for a term of 4 years? Is that you? All right, state.
In Bear and or DeWitt County, Texas, the defendant Victoria Castro Villarreal did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of April, May, June, July, August, September, October, and November 2022 in violation of condition number 5.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State waives the remaining violation allegations, Judge.
No objection to the state waiving the remaining conditions.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 5, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 5? All right, you're whispering.
Yes, ma'am.
Court is finding violation of condition number 5 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
I believe so, to adjudicate and sentence to 2 years TDC.
That is our understanding of the recommendation to the court, Your Honor.
What has she done on probation?
She has not reoffended, not picked up any new offenses, ever since this possession charge, Judge. In relation to her criminal history, this possession charge is the only thing she ever had. She may have bit off more than she can do in terms of the supervision. There was some issues with family that caused her to be somewhat homeless. Mom losing the apartment that they were in, not affording her the opportunity to check in. And she was scared at that moment and just kind of just didn't check in because she thought she was going to get picked up at that point in time. Shortly after the issues with the family home. So she just didn't check in, Judge. But in reference to this charge and to the decision before the court, we asked the court to look at the charge which she's on probation for, she was on probation for, which is possession of controlled substance. It's a nonviolent offense. There are no victims other than the state of Texas and her doing this to herself in terms of the drug usage and the wear and tear on her body, Judge. She has 4 granddaughters. She wants to be there for them, to look over them. She has explained that she currently does not suffer from using substances in terms of addiction, but at the time of this offense, she was dealing with that. I went back to the original case and looked at the circumstances of that case, and it seems like the officer had seen a straw pop out of her pocket and there was some residue on it, which led them to uncovering some methamphetamine in her purse. Although it is classified as a second-degree offense, Judge, it was more or less around the 4-gram range. I think it was like 4.3 grams. So I know that's a large range, the 4 to 200, but we're at the bottom range of that, Judge. So I went over the options with my clients, notified her that staying on probation was going to be a stretch because of the amount of time that she had not checked in. But we're just asking for this honorable court to sentence her in reference to the offense, which is the possession charge. We know that she didn't do much of anything on probation, but she did stay out of trouble, did not pick up any new offenses ever since this 2020 offense, Judge. So this would be the first felony conviction for her and the first time for her going into prison. So being that that's the case and the circumstances, Your Honor, we're asking that the court honorably enter into the 2-year recommendation. I did notify my client that the recommendation is not binding on the court, but I told her I would offer this mitigation to the court so we can get a better look that she's not a career criminal or threat to the community or society.
All right, I have some questions for you. Can you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Sorry, Councilor Ramirez.
All right, so did you complete intensive outpatient treatment with probation?
That?
No, that's outpatient.
No,
Did you provide proof of employment?
no, I didn't do transport, I'm working.
I'm sorry?
We went, because my mom had to get out of her house, so we had to move to, Karnes County.
All right, so how old are you?
Before-
All right, so you're 40. You're depending on your mom to support you and
that's when I
because,
first got out. I was trying to get back on my feet.
okay.
Then I did, later get on, get out, like the RV. On the property, have like a little RV.
All right, so let me just tell you my issues with you. My issues are that we were here previously before for your not reporting. And you continue to not report. Reporting is the easiest thing to do on probation. All you have to do is report, and you didn't. That's a problem. And I don't know if you're clean or not clean.
Well, I like to got my granddaughters, because my son, I lost my kid's GPS, but I got my children back, they aged out.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna leave my grandkids over something stupid like I did. my
Well,
kids.
here's the thing. You're saying you're not going to lose your grandchildren. You are. You're about to go to prison.
Now I have no choice, but I have no drugs.
I think the issue, Judge, if I may interject, and I apologize to the court for this, is that the time she was dealing with these issues of non-reporting, she was also seemingly dealing with her addiction issues. And I just feel that maybe after SATIF, which she did complete, Judge, that maybe some more intensive care would have been in line, but I feel like she was still struggling with those issues, which made reporting a little difficult for her, and she probably was fearful. But I've explained to her sometimes, a lot of the times we have to face our fears because if not, they're eventually going to catch up with us and it's going to be much more detrimental to our future than just facing up to the fear. And she's taken responsibility and accountability, Judge. She knows what she did was not correct. We're not asking that she be continue on probation. We understand the court wants to adjudicate her, but we're asking that the term of years is on the lower end as she's first time going to prison, first time being a convicted felon, and not reoffending, Judge.
Probation, has she done anything on probation?
Judge,
She was working on it, Judge.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will revoke. The court will sentence you to 5 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, request the therapeutic community. There's $1,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors, credit for any time served in SATA. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it? You have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Obviously, you have a drug problem. When you are released from prison, if you cannot find a place to go, if I'm still here, you come back here, I'll pick up the phone, call, so you can get in a place so you can maintain your sobriety. Because when you don't, one or two things going to end up happening. Either you're going to go down this line where you're going to constantly be in and out of jail, in and out of prison, or either you're going to get some bad drugs and somebody's going to have to identify your body. And usually the person they have identify the body is a family member. So it's going to, maybe your mom, maybe your children, maybe your grandchildren. You understand? All right, good luck to you.
May we go on the record briefly
Yes.
so I can state the SATIF dates upon a completion?
Yes.
As per the probation court summary and also verification of my client, that she completed SATIF for the dates of August 20th, 2021 through December 17th of 2021. And council just wanted to get that on the record.
All right, and if you'll just make sure that the clerks have that time.
Definitely will, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Court is calling 2024 CR 008420, State versus Johnny Della Rosa. If I can have parties announced.
Megan Galloway for the state.
Robert Mauer for defendant, Judge, and I have one witness that's going to testify, his mother. So she's the mother. Yeah, I'll call you up.
People just moving around the courtroom. If people don't know, they're forgiven, but once you know. All right. All right, defense has filed a motion for a bond reduction. State, have you had a chance to review the motion?
Yes, Judge.
Do you all have an agreement or no?
No, Judge.
All right, then defense, you may proceed. Do you have any witnesses?
I do, Judge. I'd like to call Patricia De La Rosa.
All right, Ms. Della Rosa, if you'll come forward. All right, could you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes,
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Trisha De La Rosa.
May I proceed?
Yes.
Ma'am, you understand we're here because we filed a motion requesting that the court reduce your son's bond from its current amount of $75,000.
Yes,
Okay, and have you spoke with any bondsman about what it would cost you to bond your son out based upon this amount?
yes.
And who have you spoken to?
His name is, De La Garza. I think.
Okay, and how much did Mr. De La Garza quote you to bond Johnny out on the $75,000 bond?
3,000.
Okay, is that as a deposit? And the rest, was there more payments required after that?
Yes,
And do you have the financial ability to make that bond?
I have 1,200.
Okay, so you can't make the $3,000 bond. Are you asking the court to reduce the bond to $50,000?
Yes, sir.
And do you own any real estate free and clear that you could put up for the bond?
No,
Do you have any stocks or bonds that you could put up,
no, sir.
or any other property that you could put up to bond him out?
No,
So if the only means you have of bonding him out would be if the court reduced the bond down to $50,000.
yes,
And you understand if the court did that, he would still have a GPS condition and other conditions imposed by the court.
yes.
I pass the witness.
All right, state.
Ms. De La Rosa, what do you do for work?
I'm a caregiver.
Okay. And as far as your payment goes, I mean, about how much money do you make per week? Or monthly, whatever's easier for you.
Monthly, it's, yes, it would be about 1,200 a month.
And so as a caregiver, you're going into people's homes and providing care for them?
Yes,
Okay, and about how many clients do you see?
during the week one and on the weekend one.
Okay. And do you work for like a company?
Yes.
Is that, okay. Is there the ability for you to pick up more clients or no?
I just picked up one for the weekend.
Oh, okay. And as far as Mr. De La Rosa goes, or the person that you spoke to, Mr. De La Garza, was that an attorney that was gonna help you with the bond?
No, he owns I don't know if he owns, but
He works at a bail bond company. Okay. And you just reached out to him or did you reach out to any other bonding company?
I reached out to another one and I have to get back with him.
Okay. And as far as, I guess, Mr. De La Rosa, have you ever had to bond him out of jail before?
Yes, I have.
Do you remember, was that in 2022?
I think so.
Okay. All right, pass the witness here.
I have nothing further.
All right, thank you so much
Thank
for
you, ma'am.
coming in to
Thank you.
testify. All right, any other witnesses?
No, Judge, just argument.
All right, so what is,
Just, sorry, before,
Yes.
I wanted to just offer the police report as states one for the purpose.
I have no objection.
all right. And your client can come back. And the court is reviewing State's Exhibit number 1. Thank you. All right, court will hear argument.
Judge, my client's bond is currently set at $75,000. It's beyond his family's financial ability to make the bond. I believe with the current conditions already set of GPS, I think with full house arrest, a $50,000 bond would be reasonable in a lot of those circumstances. his family could afford to post that bond. And the GPS would ensure any concerns about safety of the community.
All right, state,
Judge, just based on what was provided in State's Exhibit number 1, we're asking the bond to stay at 75,000. And just based on State's Exhibit number 1, I have concerns about the safety of the victim. Should Mr. De La Rosa be released?
all right, I've heard argument. I reviewed all evidence in this case that was submitted to the court. The motion for bond reduction is denied.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Victor Anthony Fernandez. All right, so we have an issue, and it's with regards to the paying of restitution. So you're supposed to be making a minimum $800 per month payment, and you have not been doing that.
I've been making like $200, $300.
Yeah, you're supposed to be, I mean, I know that's what you've been making,
Yes.
but you're supposed to be making $800 payments.
I'm having hardship, a financial hardship.
What is the financial hardship?
I went on Social Security. I'm 64. I'm gonna be 65 in July.
Mhm.
They reduced my Social Security by $1,000 for a case in California that I need to go to California to close. Because I contacted them in 2021. They said all I had to do is go to California and they'll close the case. They say that I owe $117,000. They attached that case to Texas SSI, and they're taking $1,000. I have paperwork for it.
All right, so here's the thing. This person is owed $248,000. They want their money. And I understand that people have hardships and everything that's going on, but they want their money. They're
It's like-
entitled to
there's
their
like
money.
4 different things that happened.
No, I understand, but you're gonna have to figure out a way.
Yes.
The minimum payments is supposed to be $800. And the complainant is saying that they've been receiving payments sporadically. It's not consistent. So
I paid 17,000.
17,000 of $248,000. And I am sure that this person's life will never be the same again because of the nature of these charges. So
I'm
she
still
wants to be
waiting for the
paid.
Company to go
Mhm.
start the manufacturing. They moved back to Tucson, Arizona. They have new investors and the company's supposed to start manufacturing. And once they go public with the stocks, then I'll receive cash.
When is this going to be done?
We think in about 2 months, Judge, and the company's name is Avimech, Avimech. They build helicopters. He is a shareholder in the company, he and his
I'm on the
partner.
board of directors.
So what they've been trying to do is take the company public. They had an investor, that investor got audited, so that kind of slowed down the
Yeah,
process. So they
messed
now
up
have a
everything.
new investor and they should go public. They moved the company physically from San Antonio to Tucson. And we believe about 2 months, Judge.
To start manufacturing.
All right, this is coming back on June 26th, and you had better make some payments.
Yes.
Judge.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, this case is coming back on June 26th. Vashon, this case is coming back on June 26th to see where he is on making payments.
Maybe excuse, Your Honor.
Yes,
Thank you, Your Honor.
you're welcome.